The eye of the
The
tiger.
eye of the
He's
tiger.
so
Ernie's back.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Crack 40 TV got the exclusive first interview. Fuck you haters. I told y'all the whole time. We all did. I ain't just saying the mayor.
He was live for 12 hours waiting on him.
My TikToks are blowing. I load them over here on YouTube too in shorts. But go follow my TikTok while we're waiting on the tiger.
When he was, so Nick called him out on grifting off Ray and the other guy he thought, and he got pissed off at Nick. So he was grifting off people passing away, and yeah, oh my gosh, I missed that one, and I'm glad I did.
Ernie Shell is out of jail. He's backstage, and we're waiting on the tiger. The mayor of the streets, the mayor of the sheets, the mayor of the elite. Got that interview. Why? Because I'm not just anybody. Next, I'm going to say, if anybody in this chat wants to make Nicolina really mad, drop me a cash app or a super chat, or even drop Ernie one.
Holy shit, they turned that motherfucker loose, and
What?
I can't wait to see the campaign video.
You do know that it was two mean girls. You know, so here's the thing. When I was offered my pleas that I took, I was facing 15 years, right? 1 to 5 on the Class D,
Yep.
right? And 5 to 10 on the Class C.
Mm-hmm.
I was facing 15 years. They offered me 12 years. I said no. They came back and offered me 8 years. I said no. Then, after the next court date, 2 beautiful ladies, I'm just going to say they're beautiful in spirit and beautiful mind, soul, body, and heart, drove 5.5, 6 hours, whatever. One drove about 7 hours or something, and testified.
That's what I think, Methy. I think that he would have blurted out their names. They didn't nobody go. He just says that because Ernie is not going to keep who they were a secret. I mean, come on now. We all know how he tells every damn thing he can. He would
Yeah.
definitely be a Mean Girls. He would have blurted it out in a New York minute. In a Kentucky minute, he'd have blurted that shit out.
And I've got the papers, and I can show you the papers that shows they verified Nicolina's voice. The ones that called Madison County saying the exact words she said is, "I'm up to heinous activities in the vehicle." And then I could have beat everything. So I beat the van charge. I beat it, and it dropped down to a misdemeanor, which they wanted to give me time served for it. Run it all concurrently with the bail jumping, which is a felony, a Class D felony. Run it all concurrently and give me 1 year. That was easy. I already had it in. Anyways, I would have served out in a month anyways.
You didn't get 2 years.
No.
2 years probated with having to.
That's what's on the table right now. But when I go back over there tomorrow and get it all taken care of and go to Frankfurt and start my assessment for pardoning, I'll get it done. I'll get everything out of the way.
Go to Madison County Court and plead guilty?
No, everything's done. I'm finished with it.
That's what I'm saying. Well, you got to go back to Madison County for.
I've got to go to the probation thing tomorrow.
Oh, you're doing probation there.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. You don't have to say that. I got you.
No, I'm doing probation there. I'm good with it.
So you don't want to reveal where you're staying, because my sources told me at the courthouse that you was going to be staying at your mom, and that somebody's told them that you said to have me tell it.
Do what?
Well, I might have said that wrong. They told me to break it before Jim.
I would never. No, I would never. I would never put my mom in that situation. No, when I do that. Like I said, I'm with Amber right now. We're taking time to understand each other, and kind of rekindle the brother sister thing we should have had a couple years ago. Ever since Christmas time, I've really been thinking about it, and we've never really had a good relationship, I guess, wise. But even with Shelby, me and Shelby, we kept in contact in Three Forks. He was right across the road. The guards we would talk to each other through the guards and stuff. I don't hate Shelby. I love Shelby. Shelby's my brother. He always will be my brother. But some of the things he's done, I don't agree with, and I don't agree with some of the things he said. But Shelby's just like anybody else. I love Shelby. I don't have anything against Shelby. I understand what Shelby's been through. I do understand that. But I'll tell you right now, I'd rather do 2 years in prison than I would 1 year in the jail. That is a fact.
Well, I agree with you there. If you want to make Jimbo and you want to make Nick, man, donate money to me and Ernie right now. Just grift to us. Cash app.
I don't need no money. I've got money. I've got sponsors already. I mean, you can take whatever. I don't care. I don't want your money. I don't want no money. I don't want money. I don't want money. Money's the root of all evil. I don't want money. Don't want money.
No,
I don't want it. I'm good.
We do. Just for Nick, because Nick, it comes out of her taxes. You know, it comes out of her taxes.
Look, I don't even want to give those people air to breathe. I'm not going to mention those people. They're done. I don't care. I don't want those to deal with that. I've got bigger things. Brad, I don't need it. I don't need it. Trust me.
Did you see Thelma or Jimbo in the courtroom today?
They had court security with me all day today. I don't know what had happened when I got there. Officer, I ain't gonna say his name, but one of the officers, a good friend of mine, but a couple of them, a good friend of mine. And he's like, "Well, we're here. This is gonna go on. We're gonna have you wait out here. We're gonna put you first and get you already done with it." And I was like second, actually. So when the lawyer was over with me, they kind of surrounded me. If you watch the video, you'll see that the court officers are all around me. And they already understand what's going on. They had everything under control. They was waiting for something to happen, so they was there. I mean, I thank them for that. You know, I didn't know what exactly was going on.
Most people wanted Ernie to be punished for all he's done. Well, he hasn't been charged for all he's done. Is Ernie a big old gaping pile of shit? He sure is. But the law just can't, the judge just can't sentence him for being a pile of shit unless he's been charged with it. Ernie was one of the first few who went up. I sat there for about, 30 minutes or so, 40 minutes maybe. And then I finally moved over and talked to I guess, paralegal or an assistant prosecutor attorney. I don't know what her position was. I know she was with the prosecution, sitting in the front row behind the prosecutor's desk with a big pile of files. So I asked her, has Ernie been called up yet, Ernie Shell? Yes, he has. Oh, okay. What was the disposition? Could you tell me? Well, sure, I can tell you. So Ernie was given 1 year, and he absolutely took a plea deal. He took 1 year and was probated for 2 years. So he has probation, supervised probation for 2 years.
And the probation officer has already been in contact with him today.
Yep. Before he left the courtroom today, he got information from the probation and parole officer. So he has to
report to Richmond first.
He has to report to Richmond tomorrow. He was wearing his military orange in court today. All the prisoners had on orange jumpsuits. Thelma actually saw him through the window in the prisoner room as we were coming in. And she said, Ernie's still back there because I see him. And we can hear him in that room. He's louder than everybody. But he was absolutely wearing an orange jumpsuit and shackles. Yeah. And we'll get the FOIA and have that on video camera. Somebody had called the courtroom today and told them that he was going to be in there filming. They were looking at phones. As soon as I walked in, the guy told me, hey, you want to put your phone up? So I did, and he came back later and told me I couldn't even have it on my lap. So she did say that she expects him to be released today, and he needs to report to probation and parole tomorrow. I acted like I was his buddy. I said, well, he's homeless. So I just kind of worried about, where he's going to go. And so somebody's coming up from Harlan County to pick him up today. I'm sure that's his sister. And I'm sure she's taking him back to Mama. The wolf has returned back to the nest. Yeah, he's being released. He's being released, right? So
the only thing he's been in trouble for too is the fact that he jailed.
Yeah, bail jumping is the only thing he got was sentenced for. Bail jumping. The van, none of that was even heard.
No, that's been dropped.
Yeah. So yeah, literally the only thing he got any time for was bail jumping.
So people called the jail and said crazy things. Hell, I mean, they said that all the time. They kept the jail phones busy talking about me, but it is what it is. I'm not going to do anything about it. But somebody said something about cuddles. What's cuddles? What is cuddles? What was the deal with? Oh. I don't know. It says, please answer what you think about them fighting. Fighting what? What were they fighting?
Cuddles is a dog that Thelma and Jimbo, or correct me if I'm wrong, and if I reported wrong today, my source told me wrong. It was not on purpose.
Look, I don't know. I heard something about it. I had a detective try to talk to me about it. Look, in jail, you keep your mouth quiet. You keep your lips closed. You do what you need to do to survive. You do what you need to do to get out and be done with it. And that's all it was to it. I'm not going either way on that. I don't even want to mention those people. I don't even care about those people. That's not in my life right now. I don't want anything with that. I'm concentrating on abolishing the Commonwealth of the state of Kentucky. That's what I want to do. I want to abolish the Commonwealth.
Well, people that don't live in the Commonwealth talk crazy about.
I want to bring bail bonds. Bail agents, and do it that way. That way, people have a chance to get out of jail with 10%. It's sad. It's so sad that so many people get stuck up with these little marijuana charges, little dope charges here and there, and it ruins their life. The judges ruin their life. They lay the tracks for these prosecutors to run over them. And then when you have a child predator out here who's caught double time masturbating in front of a schoolhouse, watching children and knowing you're not supposed to be there, and then they slap him on the wrist and give him 1 year probation, that's where I draw the line at. I draw the line on that. Those should get more time than any person doing any drugs or any kind of daggone marijuana or anything of that nature. That is a fact. It is so sad that happens.
Okay, I got a question.
And I'm sure most people will agree with me. If I run for governor, I will win. That is a fact.
If you go file for fucking governor, you crazy ass, I support you. And here we go.
Look it up right now, Brad. Look how many votes I need to win. Just look how many votes in Kentucky that it takes to win governor. I could pull that. Hell, I had videos that hit 22 million. I know what I can do. And I know where the people stands when it comes with that. I can beat Steve. I can beat anybody with Andy Beshear, anybody. It's his last year. He thinks he's running for president. He's not going to win that. Andy Beshear himself will tell you I could beat him. Seriously, that is nothing. That is easy.
Trying to be a governor because it's over a mayor, are you? You ain't trying to be over my top of me being the mayor now. Governors are over mayors, so if you're going to be the governor, can I be the deputy governor? Because I want to listen. You're talking about pardons, and I'm dead serious. I'm going to
commute sentences, Brad. I don't know about giving too many pardons out, but I will commute sentences.
Okay.
I will do that. I would do that. Now, but here's the thing. I'm not going to be. Look, I'm going to be for the people. Okay, let the people decide. That's the way I want it. That's the way I want to do. Constance Sue says, goodbye, loser, Ernie. Good night, everyone else. Well, I appreciate that, Constance Sue, but we'll see what happens.
She don't like you.
Yeah, Constance don't like him, and I think Constance and me and especially Nick can get under Ernie's skin bad.
You one fucking bet.
She don't like me because she can't beat me. There's nothing around her that she ain't never do nothing. She has no content without me. Constance Sue can't do anything but change her depends. That's it.
Well, I can't talk bad about Constance Sue.
Well, I can, so. And I don't care about who say what my opinion about her. That's just as simple as that. I've got news for Constance Sue. Everything's going to be done differently. Just watch.
Well,
just
so
watch.
You're my friend,
yeah.
And I take up for you on that, Ernie. That's my friend. I know you guys have got beef. Constance Sue, if you want to come up here and cuss him out, you're more than welcome.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all. But look, I've got a lot of things to do. Brad, somebody just said something in the chat a minute ago. And I don't mean to cut you off on that. I understand. I love Ski to death. Ski's my bro. Ski's like a brother to me. Grew up with Ski. I don't know what his situation is. I understand.
Well,
I understand what's going on.
For, like there's a lot of people in situations like him, and I used him for a reference because you know him, and I'm using him for pardons. I want to get him a pardon, and I want to get some friends.
Ski backed me up in the fight. You remember that? He was in my corner.
And he backs you up in prior fights he's told me about.
He has. He's like my brother. He always will be my brother. Nothing can change that. No matter what he goes out here and does, nothing can change that fact.
He
is my brother.
Well, we got some people we're going to get pardons for. If you're getting one.
No, okay, I understand that. But that comes within time. You can't put the cart in front of the horse. That is one thing you cannot do. If you do that, you might as well just get ready for a big badass train wreck because you're going to hit it.
Well, I went to Washington, D.C., and we spoke to people that worked in the government, told us about how there's a 4-year process in some cases to get a pardon. I've got it on my phone.
Not from the president.
No, not straight from daddy. Not straight from daddy.
I've got to go to Frankfurt tomorrow. I've got to be at the Kentucky Capitol. I've got a lot of things going on. So
the Kentucky Capitol.
I've been waiting 10 hours.
He's traveling to the Kentucky Capitol today. He's already on the road. I hadn't even been out 24 hours.
And where was it? He's got a report to. I think they say it here in just a few minutes, but yeah, and I think Brad missed that part, but because they finally work it out to where he actually has to go to where he had to sign in today or whatever for his probation. But yeah,
I think it was Richmond.
Yeah, but the Kentucky Capitol.
How far away is the Kentucky Capitol from where he's at?
Somebody in the chat, let us know.
So, I got a big day.
I've been waiting 10 hours or longer. You got to give me 2 more questions.
See, he's still delusional. So here's the thing. what do I need to post to show that I'm not delusional? I mean, what do I need to do? I've got the papers. I've got everything. I got all this video stuff. Just wait. You'll see.
What do I have to post to show that I'm not delusional?
We're going to need to see a
You
full
got to,
psychiatric evaluation.
you got to be kidding me. How-
I've got all this proof. Screenshots and emails and messages.
in Siberia.
How long I was in Siberia, they asked me all kinds of stuff. And I just, I told them in Siberia, I'm not really allowed to say how long I was in Siberia because I really don't know. There was no clocks. There was no, I spent a long time. I spent about 3.5 months in Siberia. But
Ernie, that's what I'm saying. I'm going to get into playing your cows. And then you can show proof that you're not delusional because, honey.
Yeah, that was some delusional shit.
I can't believe he just asked, what do I have to post to show that I'm not delusional? Oh my God.
If only it were that easy.
Yeah.
So, what are you going to do about me? I did it, but I wasn't the only one. But if I didn't do it first, everybody else was going to. When you got exposed for the Biktarvy.
Biktarvy is a tablet that contains 3 different antiviral medicines and is used to treat infected HIV.
The HIV, are you absolutely going to just admit it and get over with it and tell the truth about it? Or do you have HIV or do you not have HIV?
What do you think, Brad? What do you think?
Paperwork, Ernie.
You seen paper? You seen a prescription bottle of Biktarvy?
On the jail side, cuz.
Okay, here right now is where I need somebody to put in my back chat where he says, are you bisexual? Right now would be the perfect time for me to have that.
Okay. Then you take it that way.
Don't be mad at me for asking.
I'm not mad, brother. I'm not mad.
Everybody wants me to ask, and you would ask me respectfully, and I'm asking you. And Constance Sue is a federal moderator, and her and some other mods, they went right onto the jail site and pulled up where you was taking
the jail side.
Yeah, we pulled it up on here. They pulled it up.
Okay, then take it that way then.
I mean, I just wanted to know if it was a yes or a no. But if you want to say no comment or plead the fifth or take it that way, you say what you want, just take it that way. Take it that way.
Yes, Manchester Vicky, that's what I wanted. Brad is the one he asked.
I guess that's his answer. That's fine.
Well, I'll say this. I'll say this. I'll let the paperwork. I'll let everything I post do the talking. I've got a whole story full of
because
stuff
the jail site is unreliable.
This is this. He's allergic to this. No arthritis, no hepatitis. No. But look at this, y'all. You see that? What I highlighted? It is confirmed that he has AIDS or HIV. Okay. There you have it.
Be clear about it.
Okay.
Yeah, and he didn't say no. He said, "Well, let that paperwork let that paperwork fly." If that's what So yeah. He knows. So that right there was a yes for me. I mean, that's all.
How can you respond to it being put right on Crack 40 TV and other channels, right on the jail that you was taking Biktarvy, the HIV medicine?
I did take Biktarvy. I did.
Okay. Well, I had one more question, Ernie, and I forgot what it was. So, are you going to be in Harlan?
No, I'm more going to be in Lexington.
You're going to be in Lexington?
Yeah, I got my friends is up there, my old teammates from other things. So yeah, it's easier for flights. It's easier for flights and everything. Lexington is
easier for
flights. So you're going to be flying? I flew to DC and had a good time, and I flew back, and it was exactly 1 week later from right where me and Murder was at, where the motherfucking plane flew out and blowed up. We was there at 10 o'clock, and it blew up 10 o'clock that next Wednesday. We was at Reagan National. We was trying to get pardons up there. You can go back and watch the footage. Well, the final question, what is next in the Lightning Tiger saga? What's next for Mr. Shell? You're going to go try to be governor. You're going to try to go get pardoned.
Again, I don't use the word try, Brad. Try is just an excuse for failure.
Okay. You're going to get pardoned by God, and you're going to run for governor, and you're going to win. Governor.
If I run for governor, I will win. It's as simple as that.
Because I have a mouth, and when I went to D.C. and I was doing, you can ask Constance Sue or anybody that was watching, whether you like her or not, she was watching and pulling all my shit up from the other medias I was on for me and everybody else. When I was in that media storm at the January 6th jail, it was like a needle in my arm, and Washington was like a needle in
I was in January 6th. I was questioned by the FBI, Department of Homeland, twice, so I know.
You wasn't up there.
Oh, yes, I was.
Was you?
Yes, I was.
I gotta go back and look. It'd be on Facebook.
Oh, yes, I was.
Oh, you really? Was you really up there? I didn't know that.
Oh, yes, I was up there, he said.
See, at the federal prison the day after the inauguration, I went down there, me and Murder, and we watched them get out, and we was in the media frenzy and yada, yada, yada. And you need to check that shit out. Yeah.
Hey, sis, we're getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, by the way, so you need to get some sleep. We've got drone practice tomorrow. So you're going to learn how to use this drone and learn how to use it.
Drone practice.
What are you going to use the drone for, though?
Now listen.
Is it like an AI? Is it an Ernie?
He's going to figure out his got to go sign in for his probation today. Then
go to the Capitol.
Yeah, then he's got to go to the Capitol and drone practice with his sister. Oh my God!
Where did he get a drone from?
I don't know. It's a $4,000 drone though.
It was a parting gift from the jail.
Yeah, you get out of jail, you get
the governor got it for him.
Oh my God.
Helicopter drone, Michael.
It's a $4,000 drone.
By God, Tesla drone, huh?
And we're gonna learn together how to use this thing. It has return to home. It has all kinds. I don't even know. Just watch. We're getting to have some fun.
Ernie,
just watch.
You could libels. Crack 40 TV, the deputy governor. Ernie Shell, the mayor, or the governor. I'd like you to be governor. Okay, you want me to run with you?
Hey, sis. Hey, how about we vote Brad for dog catcher?
Ernie, he wants to run with you by your side being governor. Not dog catcher. Can you not pick up what he's putting, what he's saying, what he's spitting out of his mouth? Ernie.
That.
Dog catcher.
Dog catcher.
Well,
you win that one easy, Brad. What do you want to? What would you do? Oh, let's ask you. If you had anything in this world, you could have anything in this world, what would you want to be?
Oh gosh, it's getting all philosophical.
As in what?
As in political. On the radio, doing this right here with millions of subscribers, Jake Powell style.
What's keeping you from it? What's keeping you from it?
Well, by God, I'm trying.
Trying. I knew you were going to use that word. You just made an excuse for failure, Brad. That's why you failed doing it. Quit using try. Just do it, Brad.
That's why you failed at doing it. Like you failed at everything you've done.
Because when I get out of jail, that's the first thing I'm gonna do is like go start feeding people life lessons and what they need to do to succeed. And as someone on the outside, that's who I'm gonna seek out to get my life lessons, is someone who literally just got out of jail 12 hours prior.
Here we go.
Yeah, great person. I'm going to give him an interview. I'm going to get a real in-depth interview with Bandit. I promised him that, and I will do that. Bandit's a good person.
Oh,
he's very smart. Very, very smart.
Mm-hmm.
When's your Nicolina interview?
I don't know who that is.
I don't know either. I don't either. Well, when I spoke to your brother, he told me to tell you fuck you and happy Thanksgiving, fuck you. He hopes you have a miserable fucking life. But you say you're
Well, when I spoke to Shelby, well, it's a little different. It's a little different, but I don't know. Anyways, it is what it is.
Would you?
We talk. Me and my brother talk. We pass notes from guards and stuff. I mean, hell,
I heard. I heard you was getting kind.
Shelby got beat by one of the people who come to the jail, and well, he didn't get. Well, I like I said, I'm not going to brag about my accomplishments. I brag about my weaknesses and talk about that. That way, I can improve on that. I don't want to improve on anything but my weaknesses.
I like how Brad kind of calls him out on stuff. Like he said, well, if you're going to run for governor, then you should know who whatever that guy's name you just said. And then there's been some other things like, about like the HIV. I like how Brad, he does, call him out on some shit. And I think that's hilarious. I think it's hilarious.
Don't do any of that. All I do is read. All I do is read educational books. I read politics stuff. I read things of that nature, but that's about it. I read a lot of philosophy.
What was the craziest thing you've seen in your time in jail?
I saved a man's life from getting stomped his brains out into a wall. That's probably like the craziest thing. Nobody else was going to stand up.
Of course he did.
Tell us the story. How did it go down?
I was actually asleep when it went down, and then the ruckus kind of woke me up, and they both was my friend.
No, Brett. He said that he didn't watch much TV in jail. And in one of the calls, he said he's just been watching movies. But on this, he said he didn't watch many movies. But yeah, he just said that he didn't watch TV because he's been reading them educational books and getting all kind of smart and stuff.
And philosophy.
Yeah, and he's going to be the next official governor of Kentucky.
Friends of mine, and there's just something when that mentality that's going on, because all you do in jail, you hear people stomping.
Yes, Sally, and she heard that beloved ghost and Dragon Tits was in there, and he didn't even say hi to him, didn't even acknowledge him. That's kind of sad, Ernie. But, yeah, I know. I don't think Brad believes all that shit. I hope not, anyhow.
Crying, beating on the doors, screaming. It just depends. I mean, it's crazy. And what's more crazier about it is when you actually get to see it up close in reality. When everything can be just so calm and quiet, and the next thing, there's blood everywhere. There's blood on the walls. There's blood in the floor. Everybody's trying to do this and that to keep the guards. It's a sad thing.
Sad.
You couldn't resist, could you, bub? Angela, this is just the premiere. That's it. Like I said, I told you I wasn't, and I'm not going to. I do owe this to the people, and that's why I said Brad did wait 10 hours, and he's got 12 hours going on a live.
Yeah,
so
got an hour left on this live.
He owes it to the people to hop on and give an explanation.
Yeah, Miss Mayor, that's what I was thinking too. That Brad was just getting content and messing with him and stuff. Because, like I said, he does call him out, and he asked him about the HIV stuff. And I said it earlier. He didn't deny it, and he said, "Well, you just take what you want off that paper." So, if Ernie didn't have it, trust me, he would have said, "No, I ain't got that shit." But he didn't deny it, so we all know. I mean, we all know he's got that shit.
I'm going to set the story, and it's Angel's fault. Angel, blame it on Angel. We're getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning. We're going to learn how to use a drone, and now we're going to be doing it all day long. We're going to fly it over rivers and lakes and all that good things. I can't wait. I'm just giddy.
Going to do that all day long. You got to report to your probation in Richmond, wherever that shit is. You're going to go to the state capitol today. Damn, you got a lot to do today, Aaron.
Giddy about that.
All right. You got time to tell us about.
Yeah,
the last few hours of your arrest from the time that Nicolina and Markella called you out and told you where you was at during that last
Secret Service pinged my phone. Secret Service pinged my phone from the day before when I had X Factor on there, and I called Secret Service. Okay, hold on a second. Make sure. Okay, I got their number. Yes, may I speak to Agent Paps? Is it Agent Paps?
Yes, hold on one second, please.
Thank you.
Hello?
Hey, Agent Paps?
This is Agent Papish. How can I help you?
Papish, sorry about that. I got a number that was left on my phone that was called. I can't quite understand it because it was a bad service line. It was understandable, but I did was able to get your phone number from it. It was something talking that you was looking for somebody named Deboa or something like that. I can't understand it. I don't know. It was just on my phone.
Hold on. Give me 1 second. I just need to ask someone something.
Okay.
Is this who is this? Just to know who I'm talking to?
This is Brian.
Brian?
Brian McDonald.
Brian McDonald. I don't remember calling a Brian McDonald.
Okay, it might have just been an accident or something. I don't know. I couldn't understand it. I just got the number. I didn't know it was reversed over and over, like I was in a bad spot or something. It's like really like echoey. I couldn't understand it. I could understand the number part that was left. That was it. I actually called the actual number, the other number, the 2000 number or something like that, and it sent me back to a Verizon wireless number or something.
Yeah, that's odd. I'm trying to think of. So the number. I'm assuming this is the Secret Service PIOC open number. So if I left that, it was probably in regards to one of the cases we were looking into.
Okay. I'm sorry about bothering you. I'm sorry about bothering you. It might be somebody using my damn phone. I don't know what happened.
No. I'm trying to think of when did the voicemail come in?
Probably about 8 days ago, 9 days ago.
8 days ago.
I was checking everything. You know how like your voicemail gets piled up, you don't really understand it, and like I was going through it. I never go through my damn voicemails anyways, and I found it, and then somebody saying it was somebody else, and I don't know. They're saying I don't know. I thought it was a joke at first, and I was like, well, maybe it's somebody using my phone because I work and I do go out of town and everything, and I do these contract works and stuff, and people use my phone all the time, so I don't know.
All right, give me a second just to see if I can look back and see what I might have called you for. Can you just stay on hold for just a second while I look through this?
Yeah. Just go ahead.
All right.
It's called pretexting. You pretext as well as us, but I'm good at this shit. I'll just say I dropped call, whatever the deal is. You use the phone line and it keeps switching over. As long as you switch over the phone, you can't use the CIA location. As long as it's under 3 minutes, you're good. So good deal. When I called Secret Service with that phone, they told me they pinged my phone. The next day, they had hell and high water come get me. They had the York County Sheriff's Department. There were 6 Secret Service agents. I've got their names. I've got all that. They can tell you that. All you got to do is call the Kentucky State Police. The Kentucky State Police is the one that escorted them to my mom and dad's house.
This is Melissa McKenzie with the U.S. Secret Service.
Yes.
And one of our field offices passed on your telephone number. Mm-hmm. I guess you had a media question, etc.
Yes, I have a question because there was a gentleman that I have been following for about 2.5 years on social media. His name is Ernest Maxwell, date of birth 12/31 of 79. He is a fugitive from justice out of Madison County, Kentucky. He was arrested and apprehended out of Rock Hill, South Carolina on the 26th of August. He is currently being held in their detention facility. So he has been having communications via the detention center's communication systems with people on the internet, stating that he was actually arrested by the United States Secret Service. So I am trying to confirm or deny that, and there's a reason. This man has been running from the law for about 18 months. He is homeless. He regularly commits crimes on the internet, but I have not seen anything that would have risen to the occasion of Secret Service involvement. All I want to know is, was the Secret Service involved in his arrest, or is this just fodder for him while he's detained to get attention and get money put on his books?
He was not arrested by the Secret Service.
He was not arrested by the Secret Service. Oh my God, this guy is outrageous.
But but that's to my knowledge right now. Just I have to dig. So if you have an email that you could send us with your affiliation, and then we can respond back to you.
Yeah.
And I could call those offices and find out. But to my knowledge, he was not arrested. We did not arrest him.
I didn't think so, because when I called the jail, The jail said he had absolutely no federal hold. I spoke to some people in administration. They were unaware of any Secret Service involvement.
Well, so
Well,
Ask Angela. Angela knows. Angela knows all about it. Secret Service visited my family. Oh my God, it was crazy. But I was cleared. Everything I told them, everything I said was found true. So tell me that. So you tell me that, because if it wouldn't, I'd be in Washington D.C. right now in the pen.
Well, I think it would be D.C. That's a bad place to be in prison. It looked like. I seen it with my own eyes. Markella and Nick, whether I like them or not, whether they like me or not, from what I seen, Ernie, they peeled your ass from what I seen if you go into jail that day.
Right.
It looked to me like
Right, Brad.
you and told you exactly where you was at. And I don't like them. They don't like me. And I thought me and Markella was cool. But they roasted your ass, it looked like to me. I'm just telling you that interview style.
Well, I understand what you just said, but I'm telling you what got me caught. I would not have been caught. I would have never been caught. I've never been.
I like it. Brad said they roasted your ass.
Anything.
Yeah.
If they hadn't pinged my phone, they got the exact everything from it. I'm telling you, that's what happened.
I'm telling you, that's what happened.
The couches and the location around you, Markella and Nick didn't. I got an interview.
No, sis, I'm done, sis. Seriously, because it's a day after day thing every day. But
to getting in trouble for being on YouTube.
I don't have to worry about it anymore. I'm glad.
Right here, you can clear up anything you want to clear up right now, and we'll keep it like it is. Because the people's been wanting to hear from you, and the internet was dead without Ernie.
Just watch what happens, Brad. I'm not going to give out everything. I'd be stupid to tell everybody what I'm getting ready to do.
The internet was not completely dead without him.
We've had all kinds of shit going on.
Yeah, all kinds of it.
I'd be ignorant to give my game plan away to the enemy. I'd be ignorant. I'm not going to do that.
That's the truth, Mr. Shell. That's the truth, my friend. That's the truth.
Oh yeah, I bet it.
When do you go live?
Just because I'm doing this interview, when I go silent, silence is deadly. When you go silent, people, it draws people even further.
I bet he goes live today too. What you think, Chasing?
Oh, he's definitely gonna go live.
Yep, that's what I do. I predict that too.
He's not gonna be able to sit on the sidelines very long. It acts like he was gone so long.
I'm looking through the chat. And I'm seeing half and half.
I know, that's what I said earlier. He acts like he's been in there so long and like learned so much in there.
I'm seeing two sisters that needs to get their asses in bed and get ready for camera practice and drone practice and movie camera day tomorrow.
Movie day.
So you're not going to have no drone. We're just talking to give the people what they've wanted. Whether they've wanted it in a good way or a bad way, they wanted it. And you give the mayor the exclusive. A lot of people that very well stalk you in a good way and a bad way.
Well, that comes with the territory. Haters make you great. If everybody wants to check out everything, my sister Angel got pictures of me. You can see me. You can see I barely fit in a damn vehicle. It was crazy. My sister Amber took pictures and sent them everywhere. So people's got pictures of me.
What the hell did she show up to pick you up in one of those little bitty smart cars or Hot Wheels? Because you ain't that big, Ernie, that you can't fit in no motherfucking car. Now, come on now. And barely fit in the car.
Show your face, big sexy. Come on now.
I will when I get this surgery on my gum replaced. I'll do that.
I love it.
What? A gum replacement?
Brad messes with people, and I'm sorry, but I love it.
Well, I should get your debut, or at least be on your channel to debut you when you go live.
Well, I mean, like I said, I'm gonna use my channel for promotional use, and I've got a few things going with cinematography and all that. I'm just gonna let everything come.
Oh, Matthew thinks he got his teeth knocked out, but he said he had to have like gum surgery, or I think he said gum surgery, didn't he, Tracy? and not mouth surgery.
Yeah, he said
That's what I was muted.
gum replacement or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do anything that's going to jeopardize what I got going on.
Well,
Plus, ladies listen to see how big my arms is right now. They lose it, and I don't want to do all that either. It'd be people fainting, and nobody ever faints on crack TV.
Nobody ever faints on crack TV. Well, show us what them arms do, big sexy cannon tiger. Just flash your guns real quick. Just what did your sisters cook you something good for it besides the chicken, or is that all you ate since you've got out of incarceration?
Well, I'm not really hungry. I thought I'd be hungrier, but I'm not really hungry. Like I said, I had special deals in jail. I ain't gonna say I didn't.
He's waiting on donations so he can go to the Cracker Barrel, y'all.
I had cooking staff and stuff. They made me good trays. They made me double portion trays. They made sure but they knew I was working out, and they knew I had to get big, and I wanted.
Oh yeah, they realized that they had a super soldier in the jail, so they made special meals for you. Yeah, I don't believe that.
Get big, and I was dedicated to it.
Getting big.
Was Big Carvey one of the reasons that you had double trays?
No.
Okay. Just asking questions because all this stuff has been discussed. There's not been one day on the internet it's probably not been discussed. So I'm just respecting.
Exactly right one. Tiger, if you're watching, you treated Margaret absolutely pathetic. I have zero respect for you. Right one. I like I said a few minutes ago, I don't think Ernie will come over here because he knows, most of the mean girls are over here, and he don't want to face none of the questions that we'll be asking him because we know it's all bullshit. And like I said, he's got the hots for Katie.
I think that his delusion of grandeur is. I think you and I might disagree about the mental aspect of it, because I do think that he is like mentally ill, because in my opinion, there's just no way that somebody can be that pathological of a liar and be that convicted in what he believes to be reality when it in fact is so far from reality. Like, that's where we disagree. But I agree with you. I don't think Ernie is a good person, y'all. I don't think Ernie will never be my friend. Ernie will never be someone close to me. It's just a YouTube working relationship online.
He may have a chance there. I don't know. Don't care. If that's up to them, they can float their boat. That's what they want. I don't give a fuck. But
respectfully clarifying all the air we can clear, Mr. Shell. Just clear it up. Fuck it.
No, and that's what I said. Everybody thinks I'm going to go back to YouTube and come back to YouTube. I'm not. I'm taking this time right now to let everybody know how I feel. I'm doing good and all that. I'm not coming back to YouTube. I'm not. I'm working on my stuff and my stuff only and getting it out there.
Not coming back to YouTube as you're on Brad's panel, and now you're over in Katie's chat. Yeah, you came back to YouTube.
Just plug your YouTube channel, or are you just
plugging? Yeah, for informational purposes and promotional purposes, yes, I will be using that channel. But just wait to see what I do with it.
Is that not basically the same thing as
No.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
No, because I'm not going to be going live for 11 hours, Brad.
But you're going to go live
for 11 hours personally?
No.
But
in 11 hours, you'll be live at 1:30?
What's that?
You're going to be live in 11 hours?
No, I'm not. I'm not broadcasting all that. No.
Oh, I thought that's what you meant. Okay, I got you. So,
somebody said his girlfriend was a judge, according to his call. Not my girlfriend. The girl liked me. We talked. She done the video of the news broadcast when I was arrested. They took it off because of identification and stuff like that. But it is what it is. But anyways, no.
About
just something stupid. She's a beautiful lady. Yeah, she's a very beautiful lady. I met a lot of beautiful. I met a lot of beautiful ladies. Okay, during my little tenure in YouTube and all this other stuff, I met a lot of pretty women. But to say, that I'm going to give out information about them in their personal life, no, I'm not going to do all that. Hell no. That'd be stupid.
So was you fucking the news reporter or the judge? Or which
She's
one?
A judge. She's a judge. She's a judge. She's a magistrate judge.
Somebody said we heard the cow, Ernie.
I said it. Yeah, she's got the video for me. She took the video. Do I like her? Yeah, I think she's cute. I think she's pretty. There you go.
I'm gonna just say, whoever YouTube Vision Channel 2 is, I believe they do hate your fucking guts, Ernie.
Man, people fucking hate you. People fucking hate you, nigga. Like everybody that you took so much stock in now just thinks that you're such a piece of shit now. Like that's amazing.
I'm a piece of shit.
Let Debo on panel, Ernie. Let Debo up or Debo.
Here, links in the chat.
All right. Well, I appreciate the content. Again, Ernie. Hey, get brave. Knockout Fitness, the 22nd. I'll be there at noon.
You be
I'll
good.
be there at noon.
Okay? Mm-hmm. They probably do. It's, like I said, you got to brush it off your shoulder and go back with it. It's whatever.
I don't know who that is, but every comment I've seen fly across the screen has been.
You're exactly right. Right one. He's fooling himself if he thinks he can just walk right back in and take off where he left off. Exactly. And he didn't have time to fuck that judge. He was in there and met her, and then had to go, and then they took you straight to jail. So that's another lie. We need a lie counter.
Just mortal wreck at you. That's not the only one, but
did I get YouTube in jail the last 2 weeks? Yes, I did. I did, and I was laughing my ass off. We sat there, we rolled. It was funny. It was wrecked. It was like literally, it was just spending a little bit of time. Yeah, this and that.
Was you watching me?
Yeah, you're one of them everybody talks about.
Okay, I was just making sure you isn't watching me, because good or bad, your name was said.
Look, somebody said they took your tiger name and used it. Are you taking it back? Look, a name is only good as you make it, okay? If nobody's making the name, then nobody has the name. Think about that.
Allegedly, your entire tiger cult left you, and
y'all, a name is what you make it. Okay.
Disbanded is what I heard a while back, if I'm not mistaken. That everybody, all the tiger cult left you. However, I do not believe that. But however, I am surprised that the tiger cult did not bond you out as a whole, or at least one or two of the tiger cult women did not bond you out. I am surprised. What is your response to that? Because I'm not gonna lie, I thought like Mama T, for real, Charlie, and a couple of more of them that's ride or die with you, it was at the time, and I'm forgetting names. I thought that they would definitely bond your ass out. I can't help what I heard, Mama T. I'm just asking questions for clarification. So don't be mad at the man for asking questions. I think the Lightning Tiger has left.
Look at, okay. And I just want to point out, like, Blaine Katie actually gave attention to a predator like Ernie Shell all over again. Like, I can't even believe it. Like, it's so crazy how funny, like, you know, like usually when people know someone's a predator, like they keep a distance from them. But like Katie wanted to interview the predator, Ernie Shell, after he got out of prison. Whoa. You know, it's like, I don't know how I feel about that, but again, we're talking about a community full of sociopaths.
We're in Kentucky. We got Ernie out. Welcome home, Ernie. Okay.
Ernie ain't going to stay with his mommy in Everett.
Hey, Mr. 30.
He probably ain't going to stay with his mommy in Intermont. His mommy thinks he has AIDS.
Why? Like well, he's got HIV. He's got kids. He don't have AIDS.
But no matter where he goes, he will fail to report to a probation officer.
You don't know that. You are mad as fuck.
Think, well, I'm Ernie Shell.
Well,
I'll call him and tell him I had 19 confirmed kills in Vietnam. No, not Vietnam. Let's see. With World War II. No.
The Special Forces of Liberty and the Secret Service, they got good plans for him. They're about to start doing big old things. I mean, the man wants to run for governor, and I support that. The governor of Kentucky, there needs to be some change. And Ernie Mac Shell could be that change they need in Kentucky. Okay? They got corruption everywhere. They got to weed out them pedophiles. They got to weed out those people on state assistance that don't need to be on it. They need to weed out the postmaster and those laws down there. Okay? You should be able to put flyers in mailboxes without any kind of repercussions. Okay? You can't shoot guns across the front yard. You can't have dogs fighting. I feel like dog napping is out of control in Kentucky, okay? Ernie's gonna clean that shit up. Ain't gonna be any more Amazon conspiracies. I mean, Ernie has declared his main thing that he wants to make change of is he's going to put all the law enforcement in prison, okay? He's going to make them go through cycles of sitting in that hole, okay? He's going to torture them with food you wouldn't even feed a cow or chicken. He's going to make sure they know what it feels like to be locked up. He's going to make sure them tablets are cracked. He's going to double down on any videos. He's going to make sure they work out with the convicts until they have 16.5-inch arms, and them judges are going to get it twice as bad because them judges are corrupt as fuck. Okay? Look, on his avatar, right here. Look at them arms. Ernie, you really need to tell your probation officers and that all those motherfuckers are going to be calling them up trying to get you put back in prison. They're going to try to get you locked back up. It's going to be a game for them, which is sad. So yeah, we're going to hear from Ernie tomorrow. We're going to see where he's at with life, and it'll be a good reunion. We're not going to stroke egos, okay? Here he is, the one, the only Ernie Shell. Ernie, it's so good to see you.
Hey, how you doing, Katie?
Good. Welcome home. Welcome to the outside. It has been 6 damn months. That's a long ass time, Ernie. That's a long time.
It's a very long time.
You look good. You gained weight. You put on muscle. You got color back in your face. You look healthy. I mean, you just look better. You look much better. How do you feel?
I'm okay. I feel good. It took me a minute to think whether I was going to do this interview or not, because I really don't want to be in the spotlight anymore. I don't even really care about it. Like I said, I've just been pretty much, just making new, just making amends and things with my family, and just trying to do that. Just trying to be me. Just trying to be natural. And it's hard. Like, I went to go get clothes a while ago because I had no clothes that fit me, and it was like, I get down in the stores and everybody's like, oh, hey, and I'm really just trying to get in and out. And then, what should have been like 20 minutes going and grab a couple shirts or something ends up turning into be an hour and 15 minutes. I almost missed the show, and I'm just like, what in the world? So,
well, I'm glad you're here because you would have hurt my damn feelers. I have questions for you, and they're not like tough questions. And however, I am really, really impressed that you did so much reading with religion, philosophy. You said in your post this morning that you have found God. You are closer to God. You might not have found him, but you are closer to God. And I was wondering if you could start us off with just a little prayer for our chat and just for this interview to go well. I would just love to hear you speak the word of the Lord after 6 months.
Well, let's save the prayer for the closing. I think that'd be more fit for it, because when you open things up with prayer, you may leave things out. And then during this time, while we're talking about what we're going to be talking about, maybe I'll, remember something and be able to do a prayer here after the end.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Excellent. Okay. Now, we want to know, because there has been so many people claiming credit and stories and lying and all this stuff. Can you tell us what happened when you were arrested? What happened?
Well, I could do better than that. I could probably do you one better. I could show you. These are the papers from the Secret Service, where I was actually arrested. I will provide it. I'll put this up. This is something that's going to go with the news video that was released. I'm going to have these. I'm going to have a lot of things you can see. This shows experience. This shows everything. Of course, my family, they came and visited my family. If you don't believe me, you can call Kentucky State Police.
I believe you.
They actually accompanied the Secret Service to my mom and my dad's, and
It was just crazy. It was a crazy thing. I mean, my sister. I mean, it was a mess. It was a mess. And they came and visited me. They came and visited me to prove, to close the investigation. They did that. So after I was found innocent, true, not guilty, whatever the deal is, because if I wouldn't have been, I'd been in Washington right now, same place they put the people in January 6th, right? Pretty much. So, I've got a lot of things I need to work on, and everybody's asking me, when you going live? We want to see you go live. Yeah, I mean, I could go live, but here's the thing about it. I don't want to. I don't want to go back right now, because I think if I was to go back to the toxic of YouTube, then it's gonna pull me back. And to be honest with you, I don't want that. I don't even want that. I could care less about that. I want to be me. I want to be able to do things that I didn't get to do when I was out there on YouTube. I couldn't do anything, couldn't go nowhere. I mean, I was always looking behind my back. It was just a bad mess. Now that I'm free, I can do things. My whole world's ahead of me. I've already got the assessment papers for the government to be able to do pardons. I'm going to get this done. I'm going to get this done. That's what I'm focusing right now, so I can move ahead to bigger and better things. I don't care about YouTube as much. If I use YouTube, it'd be for my website, it'd be for a platform, and it'd be for information purposes only. I really don't want to go back into it to just, say, hey, my daily life is YouTube. I don't want that. I do not want that at all. The hardest thing about being out of jail right now is trying to adapt back to society. Everything's fast. I'm used to things going slow. That's a hard time. I'm used to, slow. You get out there and people turn around you and everything. It's just like you're all the time, you're on your guard and everything. It's like,
I feel like I know how terrified and how, you did not want to go to jail, and you didn't, you were running from the law for a long time, and you were so, that feeling of just paranoia, looking over your shoulder all the time, wondering, who's gonna catch you. People are always trying to find you, and all that stuff. Was I right, and was Ross Illusion right when we said that you will have, when you get back out, I know it's going to suck for, it's going to be a blip on the map, the 6 months. It's not, you were really, you paid your dues. Do you feel free? Do you have a sense of relief now that you have more, you have options now? You can go do things, and people are not going to be, you might be surveilled because you're on parole or whatever, but like, people cannot hunt you down and try to get you arrested. Does that feel good?
It does. It feels, it's a sense of relief. And what was funny about it is I had to call the jail. Today to get some information from them. And as soon as they answered and I said my name, they was like, haven't you had enough of this place? And it was like, it was crazy because all of them laughing. They're like, we're getting ready to watch your YouTube. When you going? I'm like, no, guys, I'm not going on YouTube. Don't do that. But they're like, well, order some pizza. Let's get some pizza in here. And I said, they're like, get your sponsors or something to get us a pizza. We know you can do it. We need a pizza. Just send us a pizza. We'll be, and I was laughing. But when you're in jail, there's one thing you really learn. You learn who your real people really are. And
I was going to ask you about that.
Blood doesn't make you family. Loyalty does.
Amen.
When I first got to jail, I was like, God, I can't believe. First off, I couldn't believe that what happened. The scariest moment in my life is when Secret Service and law enforcement pulled in and they surrounded the building. There was no way out. There was nowhere I could go. There was nothing. The person went out the door and they was talking to them. I was gonna go out the back door, and then I seen they was coming up off top of the hill. There was 4 or 5 officers coming off top of the hill. They had surrounded me in. They had like drones. They had all kinds of things. They had unmarked vehicles. It was crazy. And when I see the patch on one of the vests and it says Secret Service, I'm like, oh God. So here I am. I take my pants off. And put a pair of jogging pants on. So I'm like, I don't want them to think I have pockets. I don't want them to think nothing. So I put a basic little t-shirt or something on, and I went out the door. And I was walking around the side. I said, well, maybe I can get around to the side of this house and I'll be able to avoid all this. So if I'd have had one of those little checker jackets or something, like a maintenance worker or something, I was going to pass off as one of those. But there's no passing off, no facial recognition, I'm telling you. So when I come around, I've seen them, and they come around the corner. They was waiting on me. They knew. I mean, it's just like they knew everything was going on. They zeroed in on me. So when I come around the corner, I'm just like, I get right here. I'm like, hey. They're like, can you identify yourself? And as they're walking, I didn't say anything at first. They were walking up to them, and he's got a tablet thing on his hands, and all they do is shine it. They just like push that in my face, and it Ernest Shell. Like, oh God, where'd that come from? I never seen it like that. But
wow. So they knew you.
It's facial recognition is right off the bat. Everything, all my things come through and everything. They're like, yep. They're like, Mr. Shell, don't even try this.
Wow. So you were considered high profile. I mean, the Secret Service was involved. I mean, the Secret Service went and reached out to your family. So you were considered a high profile case as well.
I do want to say they keep saying the FBI got him, and if the FBI got him, they have federal jurisdiction, and they wouldn't have left him in a York County jail because they have so many federal holding facilities in the state of South Carolina.
Which when the Secret Service, when I seen him, I knew something was big, something had happened. Or, I mean, it's just not normal. It's just not a normal thing. So when they arrested me, that was good to me. When they brought me down to booking and intake, and I'm sitting here, they're taking the cuffs off of me, and they're putting me in this room, and I'm like, I've seen this before. It's interrogating me. So, you know, they're good cop, bad cop, and I'm sitting here like, and I'm telling them what they're doing. I'm like, look, guys, I've already been through this. I know what you're doing. They said, okay, let's shoot straight, Mr. Shell. So we got your records here. It's here. How good are you with a so-and-so weapon? You know, can you do this? Can you do that? I was like, look, am I capable of doing it? Yes. Would I do it? No. You know, stuff like that. So, I mean, when you're dealing with the feds, when you're dealing with people with that, you're like, what can I say? What can I not? Are they going to take it this way, that way? Are they going to look at it the wrong way? You know, but it was cool. He was really cool with me, especially when it was good because they came and visited me, you know, to make sure that they tell them the investigation had started. They let me know when it started, when it ended. It ended on October 3rd. The investigation was October 3rd. I had to go to court that morning. I had to go to court on October 1st from some stuff in Florida that was dismissed and dropped, and then I had to go court on the 10th. So there was 2 or 3 times I had to go for Florida, and then there was the Secret Service came, and they was like, look, investigation was found, you know, you was true. Everything you said was true. We appreciate you. Thank you for your service.
Look at that separation code. How many days of National Guard service did you serve again? Officially. Not the shit that they wrote down because they couldn't fucking track your ass down after you went fucking AWOL. Uncharacterized type of service. Failure to report to IADTPH1 or PH2. Interesting. And your re-enlistment code requires 3 waivers because you failed to serve according to your contract, Ernie. Veteran status, 0. So you basically served 56 days, which was enough for you to get your GED.
And, you know, everything's been done. They pretty much told me that. That was pretty cool because people in jail, that was funny because when they came in to visit the jail, the COs and everything was up there. They were like, what in the hell did you do, Shell? What in the world? And they're sitting there talking to everybody else. They're like trying to, you know, little videos and stuff. It was funny because, you know, they're normal people and it's just something you don't see every day. You don't see that every day.
They finally caught the tiger on the loose. They got him. They removed your straps and gave you some red jail clothes or whatever the fuck. Orange jail clothes. Orange is the new black, bitch.
They're orange, and I'm gonna put them on auction.
They're orange, y'all. He's high profile, okay? I mean, we'll get right. Did you fake cancer?
No.
Ernie?
No.
Okay.
No.
Did you take any cancer medication?
I'm not on anything right now.
Okay, because you said that you had a growth on your liver, correct, or something?
I do have a few hospital appointments I got to go to for that. So
okay, so that's to be determined.
I actually find out everything about that here soon.
Okay, and that's none of my business. And if I ask too invasive of questions, absolutely you don't.
And I know where people are coming from. And here's the thing: I know where people's coming from because people have family members and they have cancer and all that. And it's a really, really sensitive subject. And the thing about it, we all have cancer cells. We all have cancer cells in our body. It just takes something to wake those cancer cells up. And of course, you know, when you're, I didn't even want to come out with that. I didn't even want to say anything about that.
What's the faux cancer story?
Thank you,
What's
Truth
the
Hurts.
faux cancer story?
I mean, everybody knows. Everybody knows. I mean, I don't have to just give you a diagnosis. That's all people care about, so they can run back and do content on it. I have cancer. I have liver cancer, and it's already progressed. It's done what it's going to do. It's doing it. It's killing me. It's killing me. There's like a 15-16% chance of survival rate, guys.
I knew when I said anything about that, it was going to get really, really bad. I knew that. I knew that. But again, I was dying.
Yeah, right? I mean, like I said, you got Holistic turning on you. Like, I mean, obviously Xander had to co-sign it. Right? You got fucking Tina, right? Tina? Yeah, Tina, right?
Homo down here turned on me. God,
Ernie,
yeah. Dude turned on you. You know what I mean? Mags turned on you.
Oh shit!
I completely turned on you when they told me you was racist back in February. That's when I completely quit taking it out for you.
Oh, so I'm racist now too.
You even lost
one of my
my
best
support,
friends, and I'm racist. Okay, I just don't.
Well, I mean, you're definitely a
His daddy
liar. I
is
mean,
my
we watched
trainer.
you fucking
His daddy
lie
was
about
my
having
trainer.
cancer. How's that cancer treating you? Did it spread to your pancreas or something? Or
Hold on a minute.
well, it's in your bladder now, or I mean, like it's off your liver.
I was literally dying. I didn't have no, how do I say this? I didn't have no energy. I couldn't move. When I went to Southern Girls, let me tell you, when I went to Southern Girls, I'm a high-paced, fast, energetic guy. And I couldn't even walk, Katie. I couldn't even keep up walking. Like,
I know.
I was dying to go get to bed and lay. I couldn't do anything else. I couldn't. And then when I was laying, I was losing so much weight. My bones would hurt so bad, even on a mattress.
We saw it.
I couldn't even sit. I couldn't even sit in a chair. So whenever I go to an office or something to visit, like when I was in when I went to Knoxville, I was waiting on some paperwork to come back, and they like sit. I can't sit down, so I laid in the floor, so my body weight would, distribute equally, and I'll be okay. When I called my sister, she looked at me. I mean, she was like, just tears rolling down her eyes. I'm like, I'm dying, sis, and I know that, and I don't know what else I can do. It was a very, very, that was probably one of the hardest and toughest moments of my life.
For one last time, I know that you went down there's a web of lies and stuff, but were you diagnosed by a medical professional that you indeed have cancer? I'm not saying that you have cancer cells, okay? If we all have cancer cells, that's different.
The way I understand it, Katie, the way I understand it, it's dormant right now.
Okay, so no.
It's dormant.
Okay, so it's not cancer, y'all. He does not have cancer. So when you just said that
there is a place on my liver. I don't understand medical things, but that's all that was brought up to my attention. That's it. And that's what I brought out.
Okay.
I was going to lie to you all. I'm not going to lie to you about my health. I'll tell you that.
I have liver cancer. And the doctor did already tell me, I'm on meds. I'm on 3 different kind of meds right now. And I've also got cells that's in my bones. And usually bone cancer don't start out in just your bones. It's Huh?
What are you dying from? What are you dying from, Ernie?
It's killing me.
What is?
The tumor's killing me, I guess. I guess that's what's killing me. Hell, I think it's hemophilia that's killing me.
Ernie, or you can I can look this up. But isn't hemophilia where you bleed too much? You can bleed to death over a small thing, like a
Your joints bleed. It's like I have no symptoms of hemophilia, but I do have hemophilia.
When you have hemophilia, we can look it up. It's when you don't clot, you don't heal. Your body doesn't close up the wound. It's blood disease.
Did they tell you if it is cancerous or not?
I've already told you that, Mama T. Why would I say it if it ain't? Think about it.
Well, Ernie, I
got so much alkaline in my body right now, it's floating. Having a great, great time.
So in other words, yes. It is cancerous.
I've already said it. I don't know where people say, "Oh, he done this, he DB Bubba did this and that." You don't just drop weight like that. I mean, hell, it's what it is, right? It is what it is. I'm dying. I mean, nothing I can do about it. I can sit and say, "Hey, I'm gonna fight this or fight that," and it's
You
working.
can't do chemo. You can't do chemo.
Maybe when time comes, maybe, but I'm not going to just rely on something that's stupid right now. I'm not doing it.
So you do not. So let's confirm right now. You do not have cancer.
Everybody ran with it. Everybody ran with it, and they wanted to do what they wanted to do.
Right.
So,
but do you remember, and I'm not trying to, please don't take offense, like I'm not trying to make you mad, but do you remember when you did admit that you had cancer on my panel and stuff, and you just said that you did have cancer just now? And I appreciate you being honest. That's why I wanted to give you the opportunity to answer it one more time. But so you do not have, I guess, active cancer. It's not, you don't have cancer, but there's always a potential with that growth on your liver, correct? It was like 3 centimeters, right?
Yes, like 2.8,
Okay.
2.8 or something, I think.
Okay, so let's say it for the people. Tell them, you do not have cancer at this time.
Well, I mean, but see, here's right now. I don't know. I'm not being. Look, in jail, you can only do so much. I've been in jail since then. I haven't got to do anything about that. There's plenty of people with cancer in jail. That ain't one of their main priorities in jail. It is not. Look, you cannot take no kind of special medication. It's hard to even take any special medication.
I understand that, Ernie. But like as of right now, until further notice,
I mean, it's dormant. Whatever that is, listen, whatever that is, dormant. Okay, that's all. My last thing is dormant. That's all I know.
Okay.
It's not growing. There's nothing. It's there. Yes, it's there, but it's dormant. It's not progressing. I guess that's what that is. I don't know. I'm not a medical person.
Okay, so dormant means there are no cancerous cells. It's benign right now, but it's there, and there's always a possibility.
Let's do this right here. I don't know what dormant is. I don't know what benign is, or whatever the hell that is. I'm not a medical person. Okay, I don't understand that. I'm just saying what they told me. That's all I know. Okay. When they first. And like literally, I've had fights with the doctors, like 2 or 3 different doctors. I had fights with them in Knoxville, Tennessee, because I didn't believe it. I didn't want to believe it. I didn't give a damn. I didn't listen to nothing they said. I didn't care them. Okay, I had that chip on my shoulder. I wanted to be the best. I wanted to be better than everybody else. I'm not that no more. Okay, so when somebody says, "Hey, you got this right here," oh, fuck you. I do not have that. You see what I'm saying? That's me. Okay, that was me then. I didn't listen to shit he said. When the doctor told me, we about got into a fight, as a matter of fact. I was sitting there damn on the bed, the hospital bed, him sitting there telling me, I didn't want to believe it. I wanted another opinion, I wanted to, me, check it twice, cut it once. That's what I wanted. Right. So, and that's what I did. So, dormant, but now I don't study medical stuff. I don't know about that. Do I know about the human body? Yes. About how to hurt it? Yes. Pressure points? Yes. But when it comes to medical stuff, medical issues, I don't know nothing about that. I don't even recognize in my mind. Didn't even want that in my mind. But now I take a lot more closer to it, I guess, because I've had time to think and see what happened to me. I know what happened to me, and I know how everything come about. I know all that, so I don't have to go back into time and say, well, I was wrong. I was bad for not believing this and that or whatever. But that's what they told me. And that's what I went with. I didn't know what else to do, because I do have a place. It's like 2.5 centimeters or something like that. But again, I've not had that. I'm not hurting or nothing. I have a little bit of pain sometimes, but that's about it. But I don't feel that one more. I tried to get away from that. I don't even want to think about it, because if you think about it, it comes, more and more comes to you. That's the way I believe.
Right. Did your brother ever try to get in contact with you or send you a message or anything? I'm sure he was very well aware that you were in jail. Did you guys ever communicate at all during that time? And what is your relationship like?
We talked.
Okay.
We talked, and it's the first time in years.
Mm-hmm.
First
was
time.
It a good talk, or was he trying to kill you, or what?
No, it was really good. He was right across the road. He was right across the road from me, my brother.
Okay.
So some of the guards and some of the inmates that would leave that place, they get in trouble again. They come back to the jail. Well, It just so happened that one of the people that, and I ain't gonna name no names, I think I did in the interview once before, that had gotten into a fight with my brother, had came over to a cell where I was at. He got out. He got released from the. I think it's like a rehabilitation center or something, whatever it is, correctional place. It's like I can't remember exactly what it is, but Lee County, and he come back over to Three Forks, which is right across the road, and they put him in a cell. Well, they mentioned, you introduce yourself. Well, I don't introduce myself, nobody, but everybody else getting around. Eventually, you find out people's names. And he had fought my brother, so he had a chip on his shoulder. I didn't. I was humble then too. But he started some stuff with me, and it didn't go too well with him. So that's it. And then, of course, that's when me and my brother started talking, because he was like, "Oh, you did this."
Do you see yourself continuing to have a relationship with your brother, as far as like talking on the phone and checking in on him and stuff like that?
No, because he's mad at me right now.
Okay, he's mad at you.
Yeah.
Okay, but he's still there's still love there underneath it all.
My brother still. Here's the thing. My brother still got that chip on his shoulder.
Yeah.
I don't.
Can you blame him? Can you blame him?
I mean, we talked a lot. We talked a lot about. I don't want to say this online because it's going to start.
Just personal things.
About who he was with that night, stuff like that. What really happened. He kind of filled me in a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who he went to, just stuff like how he got back with Jimbo, just stuff like that. We went, but I don't even want to name that. I don't even want to bring that up, because to be honest with you, it's water under the bridge. I don't even want to give these people life. I don't even want to give these people air to breathe. I don't want to bring it up. I don't want nothing to do with them. Katie, I was trying to tell people what made me mad is I put that picture up on Facebook. I didn't even want to put it up there, but I did. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, they're seeing me now, and I'm not even worked out. When you work out, you get bigger. Like, you get the pump going, right? I'm just natural. I can flex, and you can just see it just comes out. It's little right now. I'm little, but the way I trained in prison, in jail, whatever you want to call it, is I trained for fiber, muscle twitch, fiber twitch, get real fast, strong, where you can still move your arms inside and you ain't big out like this, But when I want it, like I can from here, I can make it come out whenever I want it. You see what I'm saying? And when you're lifting weights, after about 30 minutes lifting weights, you get that pump going. Well, you get like a half an inch or an inch more on your arms. So that picture I took, I just took my shirt off, had my white shirt on, and I just did that right there. Is all I did. And everybody's like, "Oh, it's Photoshop. There was nothing about Photoshop." So I said,
I told them hoes they were wrong. You weren't lying about your arms. I told my chat, I said he wasn't photoshopped. He wasn't lying. He wasn't lying.
I mean, I'm not saying I'm a big guy, but for my size, 16.5-inch arms is pretty damn big. The guy that played Superman, Henry Cavill, his arms is only 18. Mine's 16.5, and he's 6'3", 192 pounds. So I mean, I'm not nowhere near 6'3". So
okay, let's talk about your height, sir, because you are a lying scallywag liar. Okay, we saw them pictures. We saw them pictures of you standing in your mug shots.
I was hunched down.
Look at this. Look at his picture, Ernie. Is that him recently? He looks younger. Bitch, you're like 5'7". And don't even use that hair that would make you 5'7.5". That doesn't count, bro. You are a midget. Why were you hunched down?
Because I wanted to be like that.
Ernest.
I was hunched down. I went like this right here when I did my mugshot. That 2-inch shoulder. I'm like 5'8", 5'8.5". I really am. My old team members from the Trump days, from the combating human trafficking, Captain Howard, Lieutenant Apsher, Lieutenant Cortez, people that they actually came and seen me when I was in Three Forks. And, they gave me that extra inspirational thing. They will be members of our new team. They will. So we've been talking about that. That's why I'm kind of staying away from everybody right now. I'm getting my mind focused on this, because we will have the biggest child predator prevention program out there. And it's going to be adapted to a federal level.
Right.
So,
and we're going to get into that as well. Since you brought up Trump, what happened when you threatened Trump? Because that was a question I got a lot. You supposedly threatened DJT, our savior of America. How did he feel about that?
I love Trump. Okay, Trump is one of my main big factors in my starts to involvement with child predators. So, look, there's some people in this world that believe Bigfoot is in the closet. There's some people in this world that believe that aliens are on top of your roof and getting ready to take you away and suck away your brain and all that, right? When the investigation went on, they done the full investigation on me, everything I told them, everything I did. They wanted to know what I was qualified with, what weapons they already had it in front. When the Secret Service, here, it's all this. I got other pages. I got 86 pages over here that nobody's ever seen. So, I've got all this. But and that's what I keep laughing. I laugh so hard at this stuff. This is so funny. Everybody's wanting to say, they want to put their own into it. They want to say, oh, this happened. If I say it happened this way, well, it happened this way. No, it did not happen this way. That is not how it went down. When I hear some of this stuff on the internet went on, I'm sitting here laughing. My last 2 weeks in jail, I was in a sect that had internet. We watched YouTube.
Oh my God, you did.
I watched your.
Did you watch AC in the Butt Plugs?
I watched you adopt 4 monkeys with your family this racetrack.
Oh my God, yo, he was there.
No matter what people can say or do, it's in the past, okay? I sat in that jail. I had people in the beginning who stayed with me, who was there for me, but the pressure built up on them. I relieved them from that. I told them to leave me. Do what you need to do. Save yourself.
Right. But, Ernie, with that, it's easy to leave the past in the past, right? I remember you'd do some fuck shit and the very next day you'd say, that's the past. Listen, that's not how it works. And I think that there are, if you're a God-fearing man at this point and stuff, there's a lot of, you were saying, you were talking about making amends to people that you've hurt, and there's a lot of atonement to be done. And I think a lot of people appreciate you being honest.
Let me go. Show me what the most thing I've done. What did I do? The worst thing I've done. Tell me what the worst thing I done was.
For me?
No. What you've heard I've done. What's the worst thing you've heard I've done?
I would say you tampered with the Summer Wells case, and that you were dishonest about.
What was I dishonest about?
The children in the caves, you saving them.
Children in the caves?
In the caves.
So I was dishonest about the caves?
It's exactly 1.2 miles from Summer Wells. And Jody, I thought there was no caves, but digging back in this way, if you go back through where the team's at up here, see the lights, you'll notice that this cave here, this cave right here goes all the way around. As you guys can check it out, I'm in the dark. You can hear the water. You can see the lights. To your team, you can see where I'm at. It's all water. You can check it out. See, this cave right here is exactly 1.2 miles from Summer Wells.
Lori said that was all photoshopped. But look, Ernie, hold on before you get upset. I'm not trying to fight with you.
Wait a minute, stop. What was photoshopped? No, we're bringing it out. Right. What was photoshopped?
Lori said that things were photoshopped about you going in caves to look for children or tunnels, my bad.
I've done a video of it. How's that photoshopped?
I'm gonna turn the light off. I'm gonna grab mine out. We're gonna undo this. We're gonna be here. We're gonna use our own. Now, we don't have much to go with, but I'm gonna tell you. Look at that. So, you can see it goes all the way back in around. See that? It goes all the way into there. You can see right there's a light on. But you can see it goes around. And this is the fun part, guys. This is the part that nobody's willing to do. They'll come to the edge, but they won't dare go out into the water. You see, this is what separates YouTubers from investigators.
I don't know.
Exactly. And that's what people take. What they don't know for reality. That's what's bad about it.
Well, you just asked, Ernie, hold on.
Look.
You asked me what I heard.
My predator prevention program and our task force will be the best. Watch and see. And watch what we go back to.
I have faith in you. Listen, you asked me what I heard, and that's in my opinion the worst.
So me getting involved in it, so all these other YouTubers can come in and get involved in
they're horrible. Fuck all them.
Who come the closest?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No one did because she's still gone. You know that? Yeah. That's true. She's not. No one can find her. No one's found her. No one came close to it. And I mean, there's a lot of hypotheticals. We can only say what if, or we can only just talk about what could have happened, or just theories. But that is what it is. But
if we wouldn't have been attacked, it would have been over with. That's all I'm gonna say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I was not. I didn't know you then. I wasn't. Yeah. Let me ask you this, and you don't have to answer this question, but obviously we saw that you take Big Tarvy. Do you have HIV, Ernie?
Do you think I have HIV?
Do you have it?
I'm asking you what you say.
But that doesn't I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
I knew that would be one of the questions that come up.
Yeah, and you don't have to answer it, Ernie.
To be honest with you, I'm undetectable.
Okay. So you're on PrEP. Do you take PrEP and stuff?
I take one pill a day. It's the Big Tarvy.
Okay. Y'all heard it. Okay. He admitted it, y'all. And that's huge. I know that's not easy, and I appreciate you answering that question because it was, everybody was talking about it and stuff, and I just...
No, I didn't get it through gay sex.
Undetectable means, so when you have HIV, you can take meds that will make you undetectable, so you can't transfer it.
You can live a normal life and not.
Yes, HIV is not a death sentence by any means. I know a lot of people with HIV. I know it is not a death sentence. HIV is not, okay? If you have full-blown AIDS, that's a different thing. But if you have HIV, you can live a normal ass life. You can. It's not. I mean, do people want HIV? Fuck no. But yes, undetectable means you cannot transmit it. However, if he does not take his meds, it will become detectable and you can transmit it. So there's that.
There's so much I could say to the people. The thing about it is, whether people like me, whether people they don't, I'm me. I can't help that. I can't change the way I am. When it comes to being physical, I can change that. I can change my appearance. I can change that. But when it comes to what's in my heart, I can't change that. I can't change my opinion for what I believe in. I can't do that. Have I hurt people in the past? Yes, I have. Did I do it intentionally? No. Did I do it and knew about it beforehand? Yes, I did. Did I do it because I thought it was going to be greater and better for them? I did. Would I have ever hurt anybody intentionally? No, I would not. But when it comes time to act a certain way, we have to act a certain way. Then that's the way I believed. I don't believe that no more. I don't want none of this. Look, you could give me 150,000 subscribers right now. I don't want them. Don't want them. I don't want nothing to do with it. I'm free. I'm free of all that. I don't need that anymore. And don't want it, to be honest with you. I don't want any of that. I want to be me. I want to do what I need to do. I want to get out here and start my life. And, I've already got jobs lined up. I've got people want me to do contracts already. I've got that.
Wow.
I've already talked.
That's amazing. It's only been 2 days.
On my messenger, I've got people asking me this and that. Look, I can choose.
You're going to be on the news now? You're going to get interviewed on the news?
That is going to happen here the next few days. But right now, I'm waiting to get this done. I want my mouth fixed. It's bad. It's really, really bad. My gum is busted up. It's broke. My gum is broke. I got hit with a tablet. So, I mean.
A tablet?
Yeah.
Those things are like gold in there.
Those things weigh about 8 pounds, 10 pounds a piece, too. And they're covered with.
Don't use your tablets as weapons, folks.
But look, here's the thing, Katie. I understand that people are going to take what they can, and they're going to say, and they're going to run with it, okay?
Of course.
The
You
fact
know
of the
this
matter
better
is,
than anybody.
time tells all with a person. If a person said they're changed, well, hey, they can say it all day long. You have to give it that time to see for yourself. And I understand that. But you know what? You're not going to see me because I'm not going to be on here. I don't want it. I don't want nothing with it. I've got my own plans, my own thing I'm going to be doing, and I've got to focus on that. I got to focus more on that now than ever. And that's what I plan on doing. I just want to step away from it. Yeah, well, I come in chats. Yes, I'll talk and come in chats and cut up and
You'll
pass.
still be around, but as far as, you know, going live and shit, you're not going to be doing that.
No, not like people think, no.
Okay. But you'll still be around. You'll definitely, I hope you'll keep us updated on, you know, all the politics type stuff you're into and, you know, what you're planning on doing with your movement and stuff like that.
You'll see it. You'll see it.
Okay.
I've got a website. I'm going to have an official website done. I'm actually working on it. And all my videos and everything will be on that. And the thing about it is, there will be a way for people to get in and win money. You can win money. I want to do that. I want to be able to give money away to people. I want to do like what I did before. When I had that, I give like $3,500 out in a week's time. In a week's time, I give like $3,500 out. I was doing like $500-600 a day, giving them out. But you know, I want to go back to that. It helped people. Did people take advantage of it? Yes, they did. But it helped people. It was something they could look forward to. You know,
holy smokes! You were giving out big time dollars.
Hold on, I got a message. What do you think about MAGA cutting and not talking to you anymore? Since we're on that subject, since you asked, Gary, I thought about that. I got the exact date. I wrote it in my notebook, or I wrote it on a piece of paper in jail when she actually blocked my text messages from this little church we had in Three Forks, and I couldn't contact her. She didn't answer none of my calls, nothing like that. Look, I wish her the best. I really do. I want her to understand it. Probably, God, I'm on the spot.
That's a painful subject.
I care for her. She was an inspiration in my life. If I could ever say I love someone, I loved her. I couldn't leave YouTube alone.
Yeah.
And that was damaging, very damaging. I know what happens when you say something wrong. You may say it right, but somebody else thinks it's wrong, and then they take it their ways. It spreads. And I don't want no part of that. That's why I don't even know if I'm going to come back to YouTube. I don't even know. I'm going to use it for informational purposes. I'm going to use it for promotional deals. But as far as getting my life out there, you know, I'm not going to put my life out there on it anymore. I'm not doing that. Because when you do, you become somebody totally different. When you've got hundreds of thousands of people, literally, when we hit that 22, 24 million, whatever it was on TikTok, oh my God. In 2 weeks' time on TikTok, we hit them kind of numbers. I wasn't just saying like, you know, I didn't know how big it actually was. I never had nothing at all. From what, you know, paycheck to paycheck working. But then all of a sudden you got sponsors, you got people wanting you to take this case, that case, 25 grand here, 10 grand here. You know, it was crazy. It was like, what do I do?
Yeah.
Do I continue on that route? Do I continue with it? Or do I say, wait, I don't want to do that and be judged by others? So my mistake is I let it go to my head, Katie, okay? Katie, I could have had any woman I wanted at that time, okay? Anything I wanted, I could have had. But I blew it because I put myself higher than what I actually am. And I couldn't keep up with it. No matter what I did.
Yeah.
I took my skill level. I took my skills of being a private investigator, things I've done, and used that. And I used the tools and I used other people and resources that I had at that time. But I used them in the wrong way, Kate.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and that's, you know, that self-awareness is kind of rare for people to come across. I mean, look at it. I mean, especially on YouTube, bro, the lack of self-awareness is fascinating. But I mean, it's that's good that you at least acknowledge that shit, you know?
You control yourself. See, a lot of people don't understand when you're in YouTube, you're in this world. You're in a conditioned world, okay? You're in a conditioned world where all these other YouTubers and all these YouTubers, let's say YouTubers, they can do whatever they want to do, and they know it's habit forming. It's repetitious. They know when they go live, there are always going to be a certain number of people, and those same people are going to be there. Am I correct? Am I correct? Guys, you know, we're not weak. We're not weak. I do understand I messed up a lot. I messed up a lot. I take full responsibility in that, okay? I take full responsibility in that.